Two people apply for the same apartment in the United States. One gets approved and the other one gets rejected. Why? Why is that so? Same income and same job. But one gets approved instantly while the other one gets rejected. Why is that so? Just one number: credit score. It all depends on the credit score. So, hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about something that silently controls our financial life in the United States. Your credit score can decide whether you get a loan, whether you get a house, or even sometimes whether you get a job. If you have a low credit score, you cannot get a loan, you cannot get a house, or you cannot get a job in the United States, basically. So, and what's the scary part? And the scary part is that most people don't fully understand how it works, how the credit score works. But don't worry, by the end of this talk, you will know what a credit score is. What is a credit score? You will know what is a credit score, how it's calculated, how it can be calculated, and how you can improve it fast. So, what's a credit score? Let me tell you about what's a credit score. A credit score is a number that shows how trustworthy you are with your money or how trustworthy you are with the money. In the United States, it usually ranges from 300 to 850. So base is 300. So you can say that if you have a 300 to 579 credit score, you are poor in the United States. If you have a 580 to 669 credit score in the United States, it means you are fair with the money. And if you have 670 to 739 credit score in the United States, that means you are a good person with the money, so you have more trust in the US. And if you have a 740 to 799 credit score in the United States, it means you're very good with the money. But it is another part. If you have 800 plus credit score in the United States, it means you are excellent with the money. The the higher you score, the more banks trust you. So how it works, how the credit score works, how this thing works, if you have a low credit score or whether you have a low credit score or whether you have a high credit score, how it works basically. So your credit score is based on five main factors. So number one is a payment history, which contributes almost 35% in your credit score. So do you pay your bills on time? Do you pay your bills on time? This is the most important factor in the credit score. So next one is credit utilization. It contributes around 30% in your credit score. How much of your credit limit are you using? How much credit limit are you using? If your limit is $1,000, if you are using if you have a credit limit of your credit card almost of $1,000, if you are using $900 from your credit card, so it means you're a bad owner. And if you're using $200 or might be $300 from your credit card, it means you are a good person. So next thing is credit history length. If it contributes almost 15% in your credit score. So how long you have been using credit card? So it means if you are an old credit card user, it means you are a better credit card user. So it will contribute around 15% of your credit card. So credit mix almost contributes 10% in your credit score. Different types of credit cards, loans, and etc. And next one is new credit. How often you apply for new cards? It contributes almost 10% in your credit score. Too many applications is equal to risky. It means if you are just applying for the credit cards, you are applying for the new credit cards, or you are just applying for new and new and new credit cards, and you have a bad or poor or low bill payment history, then you will have a risky credit score. So how to build the credit fast? How you can build a credit score fast in the United States? So now the part everyone cares about: how do you improve your credit score quickly? How you can improve it so quickly? So number one is pay on time. Always pay your bills on time, always pay your credit on time, always pay your debts on time. This alone can change everything. If you are paying your bills regularly or paying on time, it will change everything, literally everything. You trust me, it will change everything. Everyone, late payment, even one late payment can hurt your credit score badly. If you just delayed your payment for only one time, then it will hurt your credit score badly. So, second thing is, you can use your credit card smartly. How you can use your credit card smartly? So, if you spend small amounts, if you spend small amounts from your credit card, then you're using your credit card smartly. If you pay full balance every month, if you're paying full balance every month, that means you don't have to pay the interest on your credit cards. You don't have to pay the interest to the banks that are providing you credit cards. So you can pay. If you're paying full balance every month, you will get a good credit history. You will get a good credit score in the United States. This builds trust with banks. And keep utilization low. If you keep your utilization low, it means if you have a credit limit of $1,000 and you're using $900 to $800, then you will have a bad credit score. And if you are using around $300 per month from your credit card, you will get a good credit score. And there is a golden rule for using a credit card smartly, that you will have to stay below 30%. And if you keep it low to around 10%, it will be the best one. Trust me, it will be the best one. You will get the best credit score if you keep it low to 10%. So become an authorized user. How you can become an authorized user? You can be added to someone's credit card, like a partner or a sibling. Their good history helps your score. Avoid And next one is, avoid too many applications. Don't apply for the credit cards frequently. You don't have to apply for the credit cards. You shouldn't have to be applying for the credit cards. So every time you apply, your score can drop slightly. Be selective. And what are the common mistakes that mostly people do? So let's talk about what not to do. What are the things that you cannot do while having a credit card? So, number one is missing the payments. If you're missing your bills of the credit card, if you're missing the payments of your credit cards, that will result in low credit score. If you are maxing out the cards, it will result in a low credit score. If you are closing all the accounts, it will result in a low credit score. If you are ignoring your credit report, it will result in a low credit score. These mistakes can cost you years. These mistakes can cost you years to reinstate your credit score. So, what is the real life scenario nowadays? Let's compare two people again. What do we have compared first? So, person A, he pays on time. He pays all the bills on time. He pays all the things. He pays all the rents. He pays all the bills on time. He pays all the credits on time, and he keeps the low balance. And he builds a score to around 750. He builds a credit score to around 750. So, and person B, here's the second person. He misses payment. He don't pays for the bills. He don't pays on the for the credit card on time. He pays for the credit card, but he don't pays on time. He misses some payments, and he uses his full payment. For example, if he has a credit score, if he has a credit limit of $1,000, and he utilizes around $900 or $950 or around $800 or $850, that he will get a low credit score. And if he's stuck at 550, the person A builds a score of 750, and the second person builds a score of just stuck at 550. So now you can guess who will get the lower interest rates, better opportunities, or financial freedom. You have to answer me. Who will get the lower interest rate, better opportunities to get an apartment, to get a loan, or to get a apartment or loan or a car, or something from the government, about something from the bank. Say if you want to, if somebody wants to get a loan from the bank, he will have to build a good credit score. Otherwise the bank will reject his loan application. And who will get the financial freedom? Obviously, second person who has the good credit score of around 750 or 850 might be. Why this matter in the United States? Why credit score matters in the United States? In the United States, credit score is not optional. It affects renting an apartment, getting a car, buying a house, even insurance rates. Even insurance rates can be different for the pairs with the good credit score and the pairs with the low credit score. It all depends on your credit score. Is your credit score is equal to your financial reputation. So what's the final message for this talk? Building credit is not about being rich. Building a credit score is not about being rich person. It's all about being responsible. If you are responsible, you will get a good credit score, you will get a high credit score, while if you are irresponsible, you will get a low credit score. So small habits and big results. If you have a good habit of paying your rents on time, if you have a good history of paying your bills on time, you will get a good credit score. So what's the conclusion of this talk? So you have to remember, you should pay on time, you should spend smart. If you have a credit limit of around $1000, or might be it goes from $1000 to $10,000, then if you are just spending around $900 to $9000, if you have a credit limit of $1000, you are spending $900. And if you have a credit limit of $10,000, you are spending $9000, then you will have a low credit score. If you have a $10,000 credit limit, you have to spend around uh, lower than 3,000. If you spend lower than 1,000, you will get a good credit score. So pay on time, spend smart, and stay consistent. You have to stay consistent on paying your credit bills, and your credit score will grow faster than you think. You will get a credit score, and your credit score, if you have a low credit score in the United States, you will are not getting a job, you're not getting an apartment, or you're not getting the car you love the most. So because in the United States, your credit score doesn't just measure your money, it measures your trust. So I hope this talk will uh, be a beneficial talk for you. So be a responsible person and pay your bills on time. So keep supporting us, like this video, subscribe to our channel. Meet you in the next video. Take till then, bye bye.